Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the shed. So it's been a while since I put a video out. To be honest, I've just not felt like picking the camera up, but I have still been messing around with motorbikes. So the shed is full to the rafters of top quality treasure. Today we're going to focus on, you'll see by the thumbnail, Honda Chaly. But before we do that, have a look at this treasure that I've got. Okay, let's have a look over here. So believe it or not, there's four bikes here. So we've got the C200, which you all know. In the middle, we've got a lovely little 1983 Suzuki Love, tiny little thing. Then we have a Honda Sky, which started life as a 50cc. It's now a 70cc, and it goes really fast. And we have a Honda Barley. Again, I bought this as a 50cc, nice and cheap. The Honda Sky, I think, cost me 80 quid, and this one cost me 150. Both of them have had 70cc top ends put on. Both have got radical exhausts, as well as big carburetors, variator stuff. So yeah, they both do 50 plus mile an hour now. So yeah, that's what I've been messing around with. But that's not the focus of today's video. The focus of today's video is this thing. So what do we have here? So this is a, I don't even know how old it is. What year is that? 84. So it's an 83-84 Honda Chaly, like the Cub, you know, very similar engine, tiny little bike. What we're going to do with it over the next few videos is recommission it. We're going to keep it absolutely original as much as we can. I'd be inclined to put a 190cc engine in it, but I don't think it'll thank me very much. So let's talk about this bike. So this bike has been off the road since, where's the tax disc on this thing? I saw it the other day. I think it's there it is. Upside down. 1991. So yeah, it's been in a shed. 91, what's that? 36 years? Yeah, 35 years. So it's been off the road for 35 years. All we've done to it, as you can see, the spark plug's out. I thought, well, we'll just see if we've got a spark. No spark, no nothing. But what I have noticed is everything's loose on the handlebars. Handlebars are loose. The front mudguard's not connected properly, and the headlight, which I've got, wasn't in properly either, and all this is loose. And what we found out is every wire's been unplugged, but the main one here from the ignition was unplugged. So we plugged that back in, and we've got a spark. So we're halfway there, aren't we, I suppose? So it's done about 10,000 miles. It is grubby as hell, full of cobwebs. We're going to try and save as much of it as we can. I suppose the only difference in the engine to a C90 or a C51 is this is a fully automatic. No, so it's a 3-speed auto. No gear lever on that side, or gear peg. Yeah, it's going to need a few new parts. Chain, sprockets, throttle cable seized on, rear brake seized. But yeah, we're going to strip her down, clean her up, and see what she's got. But today in this video is just going to be an introduction, which we've pretty much done, and can we get it running? Okay, we're back. So I've taken the top engine cover off. This is the carb. It's going to be quite difficult to get in there. I don't know whether to drop the engine down. I've taken the leg shields off the front as well. I've got a funny feeling this bike's going to fight me for every nut and bolt. Everything is super corroded on this. So I'm going to get this carb out, but yeah, it's going to be quite difficult. Because there's no point trying to start it. We know we've got a spark. We ain't going to get no petrol through that thing. So I might as well just take it off now, give it a clean, put it back on. Okay, the carb's off. Now I don't mind admitting that was difficult. It is absolutely, yeah, it needed to come off. I had to take it off with the inlet manifolds. I couldn't get to these bolts. But one thing what was seized was the throttle slide was seized in the carb. So we now know we have a working throttle cable. But yeah, had to get the gas axe out to heat that up to get it to free. So that's going to need taking off and cleaning up. Everything's very brittle. Fuel hose broke. I had to heat this rubber to get this off the carb, the inlet. Obviously this was seized. Yeah, so what would normally be like a 10-minute job has taken me a good 20 minutes, 25 minutes to get that carb off without breaking anything. Well, without breaking much anyway. Let's get it on the bench. Okay, so I've now got it on the bench. I've got the little needle slide up. The needle is absolutely covered in gunk. The throttle cable was seized in this end. It's definitely going to need a rebuild kit, but I'll take it apart and I'll bring you back in. You've all seen me take one of these apart before, and yeah, we'll see how bad the jets are. I mean, if I can get it clean enough just so it will start today, just so we know we're onto a winner before we get any parts, because at the moment it's just about, does it run and what parts do we need. I just took the bowl off. We are not getting this running today. That's the pilot jet there, that's the main jet. Ugh, it is absolutely solid. It's like tar. I don't even think an ultrasonic will clean that up. Whatever it is, it's rock hard. I can't get it out. But yeah, we'll see. I'll put some special sauce in it, leave it soaking, and see if we can get some of that to free up. Okay, well, I have to admit defeat, I suppose. I've got the main body of the carb clear. Still got the jet soaking. I did go through my spares. I found a couple of spare sets of floats, float bar, emulsion tube, right size jet, and I did find a pilot jet that would fit, but that one's blocked as well. So yeah, I had to give up on that. The problem I've got, I can find loads of parts for a CF70 or a Honda Chaly carb. I cannot find this carburetor anywhere. What I found with the automatic model, or the later 12-volt model, is the parts are really hard to find. 6-volt, no problem at all. So this has got an automatic choke. That's what this little feature is here. And there's some pipe work which feeds down to the top of the head. So that must do something like enriching the fuel side when it's cold, and when it gets hot it turns off. We might be putting maybe like a C70 or a C90 carb on it, something different. I went through all my carbs, couldn't find anything, but we have got the spray bottle carb, so we're going to try and start it on that. So yeah, bear with me, let's see if we can get it started. Give it a bit of a spray. We've got it started, that's the main thing. It runs, the back wheel spun, which means the clutch seems to be okay, but it's going to have to be a full strip down. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that video. It's good to be back in the shed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.